tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Yo, what up guys? As you just saw by the little montage, I'm here with Mr. Loudmouth. We've had him on so many times. He's basically a part of the channel now, if we're being honest. He's a part of the furniture. That's the right phrase, right? Now,
Yeah,
last time we
that's the
spoke to you, you were the CPW All-African Champion. Since then, you've lost your title. 3 years you held that title. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Just on three, it was almost 3 years to the day. It was almost 3
Really?
years to the day.
That would have been a full circle, eh?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, our Roman reigns then. You know, Roman can't do what he can do, so it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, how many days is that then? 3 years, over 900 days. So Roman's taken your... Oh no, I would actually say you're ahead of Roman still by days. Because you would be in like 1,100 days.
Yeah. He's close. He's close. I can feel him breathing down the neck.
He won't catch you though. He won't catch you. So how are you feeling though?
Mainly with my hands, but other than that, I'm feeling fine. Thank you for asking.
There's a reason they call you the Loudmouth. There really is a reason. I said it on Instagram. When you nominated yourself, I mean, who nominates themselves to have an interview?
Listen, yeah. If you miss 100% of the shots, you don't make. So,
but you know what's the worst part? You knew we were having an interview, and you still nominated yourself.
Hey, listen, yeah, man. It's not the interview per se. It's what I have to say that's important. That's why I nominated myself.
For sure. So you lost your title. What is your current goal? What are you looking at doing now? Just enjoying yourself, competing against other wrestlers? Do you have the big title in mind? Because unfortunately, there's someone else in the way first before you can get your shot. I mean, we know it's not happening at the Arnold Classic, which we'll get onto because it's been announced it's not happening there. But Ananzi's got his shot at Mr. Wrestling before you even get a look in.
Yes, he has. And the short answer is, at this point in time, I'm injured.
Oh,
injured. I didn't blow out my knee per se, but I've done some damage to my right knee. Some of the muscles are pulled, some of them are damaged. But there's a strong possibility that I might not be able to perform at Arnold.
That's disappointing. That's really disappointing. Hopefully you can pull through. I mean, people want to see you.
I'm gonna try because the Arnolds. We had the Arnolds a long time ago, 2017 round about there, and it was a big thing. The pandemic hadn't happened. We had Shelton Benjamin here, we had Jack Swagger here, we had Carlito here. It was a big thing. The pandemic happened and it wiped us out. So we had to basically start from the beginning. So last year was the first time that we ran with the Arnolds. It was well received by the organizers of the event and by the people that were there. Sorry, beg your pardon. We had an average of about 800 people watching us at each one of our activations, which was really, really good.
That's good.
This year, though, we're going to be doing something a little bit more different, more dynamic, and we've run it past a few people. The ideas that we're coming up with, it's something totally different. It's going to be fresh. It's going to look amazing, man. It's going to blow a lot of people's socks off.
For sure. I mean, what I've noticed is you guys are doing developmental stuff. So the first show would be developmental stuff. And then from what I'm understanding, the second event or activity of the day is more of you guys getting to do your thing. Am I right in understanding that?
This is what we're going to actually do. And this is an exclusive for STOMP Wrestling. At the Arnold Classic this year, not only are we going to be doing the developmental shows and things like that, and showcasing new stars and getting people into the ring to do tryouts and things like that, but we are going to be having the very, very first Arnold Classic Champions of War tournament.
Ooh, a tournament.
The tournament is going to consist of 8 wrestlers,
okay,
bracketed down. 1 versus 1.
Okay.
It's going to be standard South African rules, 15 minutes a match. The winner progresses. And then on Sunday afternoon, we are going to be doing semifinals and finals at the same time. So if you make it through your bracket on Saturday, chances are you're going to be wrestling twice. If you win, you're going to be wrestling twice on Saturday and twice on Sunday. So not only the concept of the Arnolds, with Arnold Schwarzenegger being a strong man and things like that, if you do make it through to the finals, you are actually going to be wrestling a hell of a lot. And this is a more of a test of endurance.
I was about to say that.
Character than it is about your wrestling skill.
Which I think is a lot of what Arnold and this event represents. I mean, everything Arnold preaches is discipline, pushing yourself, the motivation, and I think that's exactly what this tournament will bring to a lot of these wrestlers. Is it established wrestlers or is it developmental wrestlers in this event or this tournament?
We're gonna have a mix of both.
Okay. Yes.
What we are going to do on top of that, Mr. Wrestling is involved in the tournament itself. Ananzi is involved in the tournament himself, carrying on from their stuff from Wrestle Monster, but they are put on opposite sides of the brackets.
Okay. But now,
So
here's the question, because that's
they
interesting.
are kept apart.
That is interesting. What if they both make it all the way to the final? Is there a possibility? Sorry to interrupt you. Is there a possibility, because it's been announced that the world title match will not happen, the CPW title match will not happen. If they both make it to the final of this event, do they make the match happen right there and then?
No, we do not.
Okay.
There is a clause in their contracts that they are not to defend it at the Arnold's. We have something else in mind.
Okay.
Which will exclusively be put onto Stomp Wrestling as well. I've discussed it with Mark. It could potentially either be a floating trophy or an actual title itself, title belt itself, that will be defended not only at the Arnold Classic, but any other Arnold events that CPW is involved in. That title will be on the line and will be defended at those events.
I like that idea because it definitely brings something else to the event, something people want to watch, something that they can stick around the whole weekend for. Because the Arnold Classic or the Arnold event, it's not just the Sunday or just the Saturday, it's the Friday, the Saturday, and the Sunday. So I think it'll definitely keep people around.
The great thing about the Arnolds is there's something for everybody. This year they've got monster trucks, they've got the CrossFit, they've got softball, they've got futsal, they've got billiards, they've got chess, they've got esports, they've got what's those people? Those Cirque du Soleil people?
Got no idea what you're talking about. I'm a wrestling fan, that's all I watch.
That you Philistine, get educated.
We got no loves.
I watch AEW.
That's all.
Japan.
Everything.
WWE.
24 hours a day. Go for it.
They've got artists that are doing body sculpting. They've got dancers. They've got fitness gurus that are there. They've got the powerlifting. They've got slap fighting. They've got arm wrestling. They've got people pulling trucks, people not pulling trucks that need to be pulled by people. It's amazing. They've got over 80 activations that are there. So come for the wrestling and stay for everything else.
What do you say about Loudmouth and WrestleDrop doing a little slap contest?
No, thank you.
Being slapped by me and you're scared. Look at me. Look at these tiny little hands and arms.
I'm far too pretty to be slapped. Thank you very much.
Oh, I see.
Those guys, listen, you'll be surprised at you look at a guy and you go, oh man, he's not going to do any damage, and then you hear slap, and then you see the guy on the ground, you're like,
okay, I'm out.
That's not for me.
Yep,
that's
exactly.
not for me.
So where can people purchase tickets to the Arnold Festival? Like, where can they actually go out and buy these?
You can go into webtickets.co.za.
I'll put the link down below.
You got day passes, you've got weekend passes. All the information is on web tickets. You can go onto I think it's arnoldclassic.co.za. Or just type in Arnold Multisport and Arts Festival 2023. It will give you exactly everything that you need. If people are familiar with the Ramsey Athletic Stadium in the West Rand, on the West Rand in Johannesburg, it is the entire 3 kilometer
Piece
how
of
can I
land.
say it? It's a entire 3 kilometer complex of Ramsey Athletic Stadium. It's not just the track and the football field that's there, it's everything that's around it. They've got a circular embankment there where they play softball. They've got the CrossFit, they've got a little dam there so guys can do bass fishing. They've got the drones that are going to be there. They've got the monster trucks that are going to be there. It's, of course, for you specifically, there is a beer tent.
For me.
You know, after,
Did you say for me specifically?
After everything there, you can go and drink your Bavaria 0.0s and talk about your day.
No, on the commentary table, got a glass there. I'll just be saying whatever comes out of my mouth. Might be dangerous, but we'll see.
Man, I've seen some of the exhibitors there. Guys like Rain Fuel Energy, Way Energy is going to be there. A few other energy drink companies.
I think also Slayer's going to be there. I think I saw
Slayer's going to be there as well. It is going to be Dennis is going to be there with his guys. Man, it is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Do not miss out.
For sure. Let's talk about these tryouts, these CPW tryouts. I mean, the slogan or the phrase that's being thrown around is, will you be able to withstand yourself within a CPW wrestling ring?
That's it, man.
What is it about these tryouts? Tell me more about these tryouts. How do people get involved? What are they going to do?
Well, what we want to do is we want to not only try and find the next CPW superstar or the next wrestling superstar for that matter, but we really want to create an environment where people do not just go, oh, I want to be a professional wrestler. You see those guys all the time. Oh, I want to be a professional wrestler. I want to be like Roman Reigns and things like that. They do not understand what goes into becoming that superstar. So we are going to be taking them through the full performance center experience. Not only are they going to be doing rolls, but they are going to be doing the same fitness drills that they do at the WWE. They're going to be doing the same rolls and bumps that they do at the performance center. They're going to be evaluated exactly the same as they do in the performance center. And those guys that are able to not only make it through the fitness portion, but are able to impress enough in the ring when we do our rolls and bumps that we can say, okay, listen, this is the guy that we can actually invest time and money into to create the next superstar.
So, and carry on. Sorry.
When it comes to creating that next superstar, and I'm going to put this out there, WrestleDrop, you can get a class of 10 people and not have one guy have the talent, the acumen, the passion to go forward. You can have a class of 5 people and 5 people will make it.
Just depends on the talent on the day.
It just depends on what you're putting forward.
Yeah.
So we suggest that if you are going to go to the tryouts there, you make sure you put your best foot forward at all times. It's not going to be easy. We're not going to make it easy for you. Because when you get to the States, or you get to the UK, or you get to Australia or New Zealand, or wherever you want to go and wrestle, it's not any easier there. In fact, it's harder there, because not only can guys wrestle there, they can talk and promo like me. And they can wrestle.
They got it all, that side.
Exactly. They've got a huge advantage over us. What we have in South Africa, and WWE hasn't seen it yet, is we've got passion and we've got power.
Heart.
We just need to get it with the people, and we've got a lot of heart. I can guarantee you, I would take any 5 wrestlers from South Africa to the States there and go to war with them.
Yeah,
not a problem. I don't have a problem.
I could see it. So can absolutely anybody, as long as they sign up, because I see there is a platform to sign up. So please go check out CPW on, I think it's Champions Pro Wrestling on Instagram and CPW Online on Twitter. Go check them out. There is a place to register there. Can absolutely anybody register?
As long as you're over the age of 18, you're physically fit,
Yep.
If you are, I think it's between the ages of 18 and 21.
Okay, so
you'll just need to
strictly
waive a sign by your folks there.
strictly
So
developmental.
when I say it's strictly developmental, we're talking about 300 Hindu squats, push-ups, sit-ups, all of that stuff. If you pass the fitness test, then you get into the ring.
Makes sense. I mean, if you're not fit, you're just gonna hurt yourself. That's the thing.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Oh, are you saying now I hurt myself because I'm unfit? Is that what you say?
No. That was in a match. That's when someone's coming for your leg. That's a totally. Was it in that match actually? Was it in your triple threat
I
match?
was in the triple threat, yeah.
See, someone's literally coming out to
wasn't in
hurt you. So there's a difference. You're not doing rolls and stuff and hurting yourself that way. Unless it wasn't a roll. Then you got to be embarrassed.
When you see the footage,
Yeah.
I done a cannonball on Johnny Palazzo in the corner, and I turned around and I started running back to do a cannonball to Mark Zander, and halfway through there, the muscle just locked up on me, man. And instead of going forward, I went to the side. And it looked hokey, but it hurt.
So are you saying Mike Zonder's win isn't a clean win? Is that what you're saying here?
No. Mark Zonder's win is perfectly legitimate.
I haven't seen the footage. Sorry. Did you get pinned?
No, I didn't get pinned.
I thought so.
I decided that the lesser of two evils was the course of action. I had held on to my title for a long time, and I was very proud of the work that I did there. But I felt I'd gone as far as I could go with that title, and I personally don't like Johnny Palazzo at all. I think he's a twit and a nincompoop. And I had to decide between him and Mark Zander, who wears a leopard print jacket to the ring, and he looks like a dunce. Now, I would choose between a dunce and a nincompoop. I choose the dunce every time because I don't like the nincompoop.
Speaking of
Palazzo, I cannot decide between Johnny Palazzo or Sammy Guevara, who's got the most slappable face in professional wrestling.
No comments.
I'm not probably Johnny Palazzo because of that stupid look on his face. He's always got this look on his face like he half knows something and it's just agreed to somebody going something because he's like.
No comments from me. Speaking of dunce, because you used that word about 7 times in the last sentence, on Twitter, I said someone was asking about South African wrestlers, and I just threw out the name Alex Desire because he's the popular one, and you called him a dunce, and you said you'd show up at the Arnold Classic and show him what it's really about. But now you're saying your knee's blown out. So where do we stand here?
I could wrestle him in a wheelchair and I'd still beat his ass.
That way we stand here. You really think you could take him out while in a wheelchair?
Oh yeah, no, I'll beat him. You know when you walk past the packet of rice in the shopping center and you just have you just walk past and like slap it on the packet of rice. You're not doing anything. You just smack it just because you can. There we go. No bullshit.
I think we've got to get Alex on the channel as well so he can have his say about the Loudmouth, because I think the Loudmouth is just being a Loudmouth again, as per usual.
Oh, man, now you just ruined my night.
Ruined your night? Please, you don't care what I say. I'm just there. You don't really care what I have to say.
No, you're right. I don't.
Speaking of which, at the Arnold, those chops, we mentioned in the last video, they're waiting for you.
Yeah, bring it. We're gonna catch you.
Gonna catch me. Anyways, guys, I think that was some useful information from the Loudmouth himself. Will we see him at the Arnold Festival? Will we not? I guess you're just gonna have to pitch up and see. Buy your tickets. Come see if he's there. Come see the tournament that's happening. Come try out. I mean, who knows? You could be wrestling's next star and you don't even know about it. That's the thing. Absolutely. I mean, think about people that completely had no business, or not no business, but no idea that they're going to wrestling. John Cena, for example. He was invited down to just some random training. He did it. Now everybody knows the name John Cena. That could be you. That could be you.
That's it.
Any last words, Mr. Loudmouth?
Guys, the Arnold Classic is going to be a great event. It's the second time we're going to be there. We're going to be doing something totally different. Come and take a look, man. It is absolutely going to blow your mind. The development matches are going to be great. The main tournament is going to be great. And you will be able to see firsthand the newly crowned Arnold Classic Champions of War champion.
Nice. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're still watching at this point, comment down below Loudmouth is a dunce, so we know if you stay till the end. And see you next time, guys. Peace.